What day is it? Doesn't matter, does it? Monday. Yeah, Monday. So I thought I'd do this.
Maybe that would be a good thing that we would like to avoid from a dying former president.
Well, they got used to it. They have to deal with fucking idiot men, don't they? So they sort of practice on us.
Feel safer is right now they're launching missiles into Russia.
Yeah.
How are you allowed to do that when you're on the way out? Like, the people don't want you to be there anymore. This should be like some sort of a pause for like significant actions that could potentially start World War III. Maybe that would be a good thing that we would like to avoid from a dying former president. Mm-hmm. It's the whole thing is nuts.
I mean, look, I don't know shit about politics.
Zelensky says Putin is terrified. Fuck you, man. Fuck you people. You fucking people are about to start World War III.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Russia fired a missile today.
I feel
they fired an intercontinental ballistic missile for the first time ever. It's the first time one of those has ever been used.
That's insanity.
It's fucking insanity because those intercontinental ballistic missiles can have nukes on them. This one didn't, but if it does, the whole world changes. And it changes because of the military-industrial complex, and it changes because of the money that's going to Ukraine, and it changes because the outgoing president or whoever the fuck is actually running the country has decided to do something fucking insane.
Yeah,
fucking insane. And we're all sitting there watching it, and people are cheering it on. CNN was saying, like, finally. See what their headline was about Zelensky about Biden giving Zelensky the ability to use long-range missiles. U.S. made long-range. It's not like nobody knows where they came from. It's not like nobody knows we've been funding this. It's a proxy war. The whole thing is fucking insane. It's insane. Come to the negotiation table. Sit down. Work this out. Stop killing everybody. U.S. allows Ukraine to use long-range missiles. So what did they say? Someone had said that, like, CNN was saying that it was a good thing, which I think is how? How is the left gone so far crazy that they think it's a good thing to launch missiles? That's what's scary about life is, like, you don't want to pay attention to that shit. You just want to live your life. You want to just be carefree and have fun and do the thing that you're passionate about. And meanwhile, the world is burning. And
you
just
can't
hoping
do anything about it.
doesn't
It's
get
like
to you.
at that high level, it's like there's nothing.
Well, we can. We voted Trump in, and
but
his idea is to stop all this shit, and hopefully he can do that.
Yeah.
But, man, fuck. We got 60 more days until Trump gets in or whatever it is. How many days is it, Jamie? But who knows? Maybe once he gets in, they'll ramp it up. Who knows? Maybe they'll sabotage his administration. That's what's even more scary. People don't want him in power. And the people that are in power don't want to leave power, and they'll try every way they can to keep it. 60 days from today. All right.
On the news.
60 days.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah. Just hope Putin understands what's going on as well, and Zelensky doesn't do anything stupid. But saying that Putin's terrified, God damn it.
It's like you're trying to, like, tug the tail of a fucking sleeping
Dragon.
Yeah.
Also, Zelensky, can I get a drug test?
I nearly slipped the other day after a shower. I stepped. I thought, oh, that could have, I could have fucking put my back out, which I did last week anyway, playing tennis. I don't think of, like, landing down a toilet. I think of smacking my teeth on the fucking sink or cracking my head on the fucking corner of the tiles. My worries are like much more calm. They don't go doing. They just go. Ah! It's much. That's that. I don't worry myself comedically. My worries are like horror. Like, I'll be going to get to sleep at night, and I just think, oh, I hope I don't, turn over in the night and stick the fucking scissors in my eye. That's where I go. So yeah, but then when something like that happens, I slip and think, oh my God, I could have. Am I okay? Didn't put my back out. Didn't crack my head open. I think, brilliant. I didn't just crack my head open. What a great day, and that cheers me up. Like, if I wake up now, I go, oh, excellent. I go, I'm not dying. What a brilliant day. So I try and look on the positive side. But yeah, that's very human. Call your monkey brain. Like, it's that same thing when you look over an edge and think, oh, I hope I don't jump. And you think, why are you thinking that? Because you're teasing yourself, you're testing yourself. It's like those people that, oh, holding a baby, I hope I don't drop it. Well, you're a safe pair of hands. If you're thinking like that, you're a safe pair of hands. You're a good person. Good people do that. So, yeah. And people think, oh, am I weird? Like, I hope I don't punch this old lady in the face. Because you never will. You're testing yourself. And you never will. But yeah, that's very human. Yeah. I'm not a doctor. I might be mental. Good. Thanks very much. Cheers. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Fucking thing.
What do you
Yeah, no, we should.
That's the issue we have with using in our country. You got to use raping our kids. This is our country. How about becoming your country if you had your kids?
Let's walk. To avoid an escalation of the confrontation, I attempted to move Zaheen away.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Because I'm used.
Here in Nuneaton, tensions around immigration are running high.
You're going on camera. I just come up to him to say thank you for today, put my hand out to shake his hand, and what did you say? I'm not shaking your hand. Why?
I'm completely impartial. I'm not showing any
Well, you can't shake hands with someone that's saying thank you. I tell you what, mate, I know that all the police aren't the same, but that is disgraceful. I can't believe that. I cannot believe I went to shake his hand to say thank you for today, and he wouldn't shake my hand. Do you want to reconsider? Because I'm going to post this. I'm thanking you for what you've done today, and you won't shake my hand.
Sir, I'm here to do a job.
You won't
to shake hands. That's all.
You won't shake my hand.
That's all. Do a job.
Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm f***ing appalled. I'm f***ing appalled. Look at that man. Wouldn't shake my hand. I come over with an open hand and an open heart. Wow! Shame on you. Animal.
If you come and you claim asylum, until you're granted it, you can't work. And if you're put up in a hotel or a hostel or whatever, if you get meals, you get £10 a week cash to buy clothes, toothpaste, whatever. If you don't get meals and you're living somewhere, you get 50, I think it's 49 quid a week. It's been created, all these terrible, terrible myths where Ryland Clark regurgitated, spouted most of them about free iPads. Also, Susanna regurgitated a load of myths and lies. And let's not ignore that, because...
What were the myths and lies?
You get the free iPads and all, like an El Dorado welcome. It's gone mainstream. Myths and lies have gone mainstream,
okay,
and we got to challenge them.
So what?
And what's happening at the moment is we've gone back all the way to the worst aspects of the 1970s, where racism is becoming mainstream, and myths and lies are being peddled.
The one thing I don't like about it, and it's happened more and more, is explaining why it's okay. People. This faux outrage, and we're talking 1%. They go, oh, why do you think you can joke about that? You know what? I know why I think I joke about that? Because you can fucking joke about anything. I want to go to them, why have you picked on that one? Because it's your thing. It's your, having to explain it. That's it. Saying why it's okay, why it's not this or not that. Most people just want to be, they want to get in your face. They want to make your day as bad as theirs. And, I'm pretty good. I take it on Facebook. I explain to them, particularly if it's a journalist, and saying why, which surprises me, when a journalist says, oh, do you think people are going to be offended by that? Yes, they're going to be offended about fucking everything. They'd be offended if I didn't put it in. Someone would go, why didn't you put that thing in? So you mustn't worry about it. So that's the worst thing. Having to pander to fucking 1%. And I don't have to, actually. Maybe I like it. Maybe I like telling them they're fucking stupid. But everything else is great. And even that bit's alright, because it makes you formulate an idea. So I've got to be right, I can't lie. So I've got to be totally behind everything I do and work it and make it bulletproof. What you can't do is make things bulletproof for 10 years' time. We don't know what's going to be offensive in 10 years' time. And that's why you shouldn't go back. People finding things that are 20 years old. This is offensive. It's gone. Don't worry about it. There's nothing we can do about it. It's done. What do you want to do? Put him in detention. He's dead. Fuck's sake. Oh, right.
Yeah, should have been shot.
Oh, is this a racism thing?
Should. Bloody Asian.
Oh, bloody Asian. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
White people not committing crimes? There's more Asians who commit crimes than white people. White people have got a lot more sense than you people.
Oh, do they?
Hold on. Why? Because a lot of you are stupid. What? How? Why?
Wow.
Why are white people better? Why is that? White people are better than you. Why? Because they're more intelligent.
Oh, wow.
On what basis? You stupid idiot. Yeah. I might be stupid. It's relative, right? But if you can explain to me why white people are more intelligent, that would be helpful. So I can better understand. You shouldn't be in this country. All right. Where should we be? You should have stopped where you were born. Yes, I was born here. No, you wasn't. I was born literally in Slough, Berkshire. I was born in Berkshire. No.
Yes.
I was literally born in Berkshire. You should go back to India, where you come from. Oh,
Not from India.
Should.
You're so ignorant.
You shouldn't be allowed.
Can we not entertain this, because this is nonsense? I don't want to see your face. I don't want to speak to you ever again. And to be honest, I'm going to report you for racism. I'm going to report you for racism.
Good.
Yeah, I will. I will send this to the police and I will report you for racism. Absolutely, but I won't be disgustingly racist.
So would you
Yeah.
say you are a racist man? Yes. And is that against all brown people or just specific religions? No, not religion. Or just anybody that's not white? Yes. So Muslim, Sikh,
Wow.
Hindu, anybody? Yeah. Okay. I just don't like you. You don't like brown people in general because we have no sense, right? Doesn't matter. No, but you said that we have no sense. That's the reason. I don't like brown people. Yeah, because we have no sense. Is that right? Doesn't matter. Oh, so you like brown people? There's no reason. Because I'm suggesting, no reason. I'm saying to you that you just said that we don't have sense. That's the basis on which you don't like us. When your parents were born or your grandparents were born, you should live there. Right. Okay. Why? Because we don't want you over here. Who's we? White people. Is that all of the white people? A lot of the white people. How many? Percentage basis? Millions. Right. So Leicester being like having such a substantial minority community, I guarantee you the majority of people in Leicester probably won't have the same worldview as you do. So on that basis, your argument... We should go... We could clear 100 million of you out of the country altogether. What would you do with us? Send us out? Would you send us out? Where would you send us? Because we don't have visas or passports to go back to.
Yeah, we're
these
British,
countries
mate.
you're talking about. We're British, English. I'm English. I don't have a passport for India or Pakistan or Sweden or wherever.
Life will be back to normal, won't it? Soon, hopefully. You'll all be doing other things. I might do the odd one. There might be something else for you to watch. But it is, and it's not over yet. We've still got a few more. Thank you very much. Tell me about it.
It was during an interview with Zaheen, a local businessman, that things took a turn.
And how old are you?
32.
32.
Yeah.
How?
What do you
Yeah, no, we should. Can you not see we talking?
No, because you're going on about your religion and Christians, the true life, the way and the truth, mate. Jesus is the way, the truth and the life. That's the issue we have using in our country. You got to use raping our kids. This is our country. How about becoming your country and do that in your kids? Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen, mate. We won't do that. When we become your country, do that to your kids. We're gonna head beheaded.
You know,
these are our children, no, mate.
What are you teaching them kids? You're mouthing
All right, no.
Go on, say something about Mark kids. Go on.
The camera's rolling.
I don't care.
Just relax.
They're Mark kids.
Just relax.
Mark kids. In Mark
Let's walk. To avoid an escalation of the confrontation, I attempted to move Zaheen away.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Because I'm used to this conflict.
No, but that's no one should be used to that.
But moments later, he turned around, concerned for his twin sister, who at this point is surrounded by the group.
So why are you making me? Why are you acting like I'm the problem?
I attempted to speak to them, giving them an opportunity to air their views, but tensions were high and a calm conversation seemed unlikely.
You're just racist. You are racist. You have to face.
So he walked away. A woman who worked at the local bookshop had heard the commotion and came to speak to us.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No. Well, there have been protests. And of course, Warwickshire County Council's gone to reform. So I think it's given certain people a licence to be aggressive and to be racist.
Wow, to hear that actually is saddening, and I think what I've just heard is not the case at all.
So why are asylum seekers here in Nuneaton living in residential properties, and how did we get to this point? A few years ago, asylum seekers in Nuneaton were few and far between, in single digits. But by June of this year, that number had surged to 247, none of them in hotels. Instead, they're living in dispersal accommodation, in the community, side by side with locals. That works out to 19 asylum seekers per 10,000 people, placing Nuneaton 87th in terms of concentration. The growing number of asylum seekers is now at the heart of political debate, and the conversation has largely been steered by the Reform Party, but even they haven't decided on a solution.
Women and children, everybody on arrival will be detained. The deportation of illegal immigrants, we were not even discussing women and children at this stage. If a single woman, etc., comes to Britain, they will be detained and deported.
The current government has also introduced fresh policies, amongst them plans to make it easier to remove foreign-born criminals who commit crimes in this country.
I was too close to that one. I have to. I shouldn't do that one live. They're called Midlake. Check them out. They're really good. Right. Worst DJ ever. Right, look. This chair's creaking. It's old. This chair, right? It's really old, right? And it's all broken. One arm's broken. And the reason I can't get rid of it is because Pickle sleeps on it in the day. She sort of spends the morning. She's got loads of little places, but she's sort of here, sort of 9 to 11:30. So that's why I've got a creaky chair with a broken arm. Oh, I've got a bad arm, and I'm still around. Right, I've got loads of questions. I've got bad eyesight as well, though, so if I have to look, I've got to read the questions. Could get glasses, couldn't I? It's light with me, though. I can see perfectly if it's bright enough. But if the light fails, like if I'm playing tennis and the light isn't great, I find it hard. I don't know what that means. Is that normal? Any opticians out there? Like I've got perfect eyesight if it's really bright all the time. Is that a thing? I might have more rods than cones, or less, I don't know, bluffing. I know one's for sort of sharpness and light, and one's for colour. Like some animals, they can't see colour, but they can see shapes and stuff better than us, and in the dark. What's the best thing about being a famous comedian? What's the worst thing? On an average day, how many people recognise you or stop you for selfies? Do you ever have a whole day without being recognised? Well, where I live, where I walk around, no one really. They sort of see me all the time, and I walk fast as well. And I've got a little baseball cap on and sunglasses, and they see me too late. They just think, who's that tramp who's that tramp shuffling along? Oh, that was Ricky Gervais. It's too late. When I go somewhere else where people obviously don't usually see me, I get stopped now and again. And when people know I'm going to be somewhere, like, I don't know, a red carpet or outside a gig. But no, I don't get... I mean, I suppose I'll get recognised all the time, but no one bothers me. As I say, I think I'm not that sort of... I don't know, I don't go around in a fast, open-top car. I shuffle along like a little homeless person. What's the best thing about being a famous comedian? Well, doing what I want, I suppose. I think the bigger you are, the more you can say what you want. I think we're coming out of it now, but there's been a good few years of ordinary people not being able to say what they want. And some, you know, actors and comedians and artists get in trouble, but I suppose I'm at the stage where I can ignore it and still do and say what I want. So that's good. I mean, free speech is amazing anyway, isn't it? But to have such a platform, that's good. Travel, I like travelling. I can't get over the fact that I can sell out arenas around the world. That is the biggest buzz for me ever, I think. Because that's rare. I think the best thing about last tour was breaking the record at the Hollywood Bowl. So I'm very, very chuffed. I'm chuffed that I'm be able to do that, and I'm chuffed at the rarity of it. So yeah, that's the worst thing. What's the worst thing? Well, people are always after you, aren't they? I think comedians, I think people are threatened by comedians. I've always said this, like, politicians can stand up and say the most awful things and mean it, whereas a comedian says something and he doesn't mean it, and it almost gets more grief. Like, people are more annoyed that you joke about terrible things than say terrible things and actually mean them. I don't know why that is. Maybe they're jealous that we have such a platform and we can say things that some people are scared. I don't know why, but I think that's the worst thing. Just people concerned all the time about what you've got to say. Yeah. But apart from that, it's all good. It's great. It's the best job in the world. So no complaints from me. And if I have got a complaint, I make a joke about it. So yeah, the days are gone now where I do a serious tweet or do a serious interview, because it's all bad faith. It's horrible. I try not to do any interviews, particularly press now, because they've always got an angle. You're there for different reasons. I'm there to plug a thing. They're there to catch me out or show me up or cause controversy or clickbait. You know, even a great interview, sometimes the copy editor do a controversial, headline, and it just sort of ruins it. So that's great. I'm in your own platform like this. So what I want. I'm usually talking to dogs. I'm not sure I'm making the most of my global platform. Maybe I should be running for office. But no, I'm here answering fucking questions from dogs and cats. That's how I use my platform, on a shitty chair that's creaking with a frozen shoulder. But you know me, I don't complain. So it's great. But one day, yeah, we'll be lovely. When we're a $1 billion company, I'll do a Super Bowl ad. It'll still be just me in the bath swearing, but they'll bleep it. Or maybe I could make up words. I can go, "This is fucking brilliant, you cunts. C-U-N-D, you cunts. You'd be a right cunt not to fucking buy this drink, you twaps." So, and I don't think, what were they couldn't say anything about that, could they? Even those complaints. I say fucking cunt. You fucking cunt. I was too close to that one. I have to. I shouldn't do that one live. Well, newsreaders, when they try and say Jeremy Hunt, they say Jeremy Cunt. So, yeah, no, I'd love to do some TV ads one day. And we will. I'm sure we will. If you buy Dutch Barn. Buy Dutch Barn so I can afford to make a shitty advert on telly calling people fucking cunts. That's worth it, isn't it? You spend 30 quid. Actually, I think it's 25 at Waitrose. It's all an advert, this, isn't it? It's like the worst infomercial in the world. Right. Sue. Love the new Dutch Barn billboard. That was fun. How much have you enjoyed making the adverts, and how lovely was it to see Auntie? Well, I think I've answered that, and it was great to see Auntie. For those who don't know, Auntie is the dog in Afterlife, who I worked with for like 4 years, and now she was 13 this week, and now she's an old lady, and she's all grey, a bit slower, a bit deafer, but just as lovely. And yeah, we're waiting to fill an advert. I'll put it out, and then she just suddenly remembered, and she started licking me. Yeah, she's lovely. All dogs are lovely. No Meat Pete. If you were to go on Celebrity Mastermind, what would your specialised subject be? Oh, my first thing, I think I might have answered something like this before. It's a tricky one. I mean, I know Celebrity Mastermind, they definitely make it easier. I've heard they even tell the people what books well, that might not be true, but it's easier than the real thing. And your specialised subject should be easy if you know it. I think something like something around David Bowie, maybe. It'd probably be music. It probably would be pop culture as opposed to anything academic. Because although if you choose something really academic, I think they make the questions a little bit easier. If you choose something like Faulty Towers, I think they might make them a little bit harder. But there's much less to research. So, I see Faulty Towers would be... I wouldn't do bad on Faulty Towers. Yeah, Faulty Towers, Bowie. Yeah, it would be very specific. My favourite Bowie songs. Gunner. Right. Okay. Can you explain to me what Thomas Nagel's theory, what is it like to be a bat? I think it was an essay. Interesting fact here, Gunner, who's a dog, by the way. That was my first assignment when I started philosophy at university. As you know, I went there to do biology, and after a few weeks, I just thought, it's 40 hours a week, this is really tough, biology. I love it, I still love it. But I just thought, I want to join a band. I don't want to study for 40 hours a week. You're joking. So I went along and did philosophy, and that was my first assignment. I had to do an essay on Nagel's essay, what it's like to be a bat. Right, okay. This might be bullshit, if I can remember it right. He's basically saying, if a human being gradually turned into a bat, they still wouldn't know what it was like to be a bat because they hadn't had the lived experience of being born a bat and grow up a bat. All they would be able to experience was what it was like to what's the word? They'd have the experiences of being a bat then, but they wouldn't know what it was like to be a bat, to be born a bat, to be a real bat. I think it's always like on the same lines as Wittgenstein's lion. If a lion could speak English, you wouldn't be able to understand it, because it's experience, it's being born a lion, and the things that they had to know and care about, they would mean nothing. The references wouldn't be the same. So that's it in a nutshell, I think. It's been a long time, you know, since I was a bat. Anyway, I don't know what score I got. I think it must have been all right. I went, yeah, carry on. Louise, I love your old anecdotes about pissing in the sink and attempting. Do you think, like, Kofi Annan gets letters like this? I love your old anecdotes about pissing in the sink and attempting to make a suit out of a pair of curtains. True stories are the best. I think there was one about shelves. Yeah, there was. Do you still do things like that now in the house which make Jane laugh or shake her head? No, I don't try anything now. No. I either leave it or we get someone to fix it, or Jane fix it. But I can't do anything like that. Not to do with DIY or anything, plumbing, electrical, anything like that. I'm too lazy, too incompetent, too scared. So we get someone to fix those. I do darn my own socks. I quite like that. It's nice. If I've got a favourite sock and it's got one little hole in it, I'm not going to throw two socks away because one's got a little hole in it. Darn it. Forget about it. There you go. Lovely new pair of socks. I still don't waste money. I do waste money. So yeah, the shelf story was, I wanted a shelf, right? I didn't understand. It was in our old flat. And so I got 3 bits of wood out of a skip and I just nailed them into a T shape and then sort of thought I could prop it up against the wall. But of course, it just went like that, where there was no... So what I did was I then put another nail one side, tied a string to it, pulled the string and tied it to another nail in the wall. So it was like some sort of fucking suspension bridge. And I did discover one thing. I don't know what it was. I must have seen it on the telly program, that like lumps of wood out of the skip and bricks, they make lovely little shelves for like plants and stuff. I've made a few wood out of skip and brick shelves in my time. Nothing wrong with it. We got one of our sofas out of skip. It's fine. I don't do that anymore either now. If I see something in a skip, I leave it. I gotta leave that. Still got it. Keena, how's your frozen shoulder? Thanks for asking. And will you be doing gigs over the summer months? Yes. We'll try and see you in London. I will. I'm going to try and keep these going all the time, at least 1 or 2 a week. I'm loving it. My frozen shoulder, it's okay. It's not better. I've got better with it. Like, when it first happened, it's sort of really, really painful and sore. And I sort of take care of it and I'm quite careful. And now I'm sleeping. For like 1 month, I couldn't sleep or I couldn't go either side. But now I've got better at it. So it's still a bit frozen. But I just think I just cope with it now for 6 months until it just better and I've forgotten I even had it. That's what happened last time. But thanks for asking. And yes, I'm doing like trying to do 2 a week. I'm even going out of town a little bit more. I did, what did I do? Crawley. And I'm going to do one in, I think, Christchurch soon. And somewhere else as well. I might do Watford. So I'm sort of... There'll still be sort of new material nights or work in progress. I've got a bit, you know... They'll soon be called work in progress. Once I've got like the 50 60 minutes mark, you don't call it new material. You call it what you work on that material. But yeah, it's nearly there. That was a good question, Jenna. How are the new material nights progressing? Also, do you keep all the notes you use of them as a memory of how the show begins? Well, yeah, I start off. Okay, so that's a good question. So these are the notes from Armageddon, right? That's how many I got through. Loads, right? What's this? Fuck borders, Vikings, raping, private jets, praying in disasters, China, dying child. The usual stuff for comedy. Public toilet, pedo, Michael Jackson, Chinese. So they're all the sort of notes I went through, you know, and you go through those and you add to them and you hone them and you get them down to like, and these, right, these are the ones so far. I've got more so far with this one than my last one. So that's already all the stuff I've tried for this new one. So that's what happens. And then you sort of learn it. I sometimes have it on the thing in case I forget, but soon you don't look anymore, and soon you just do the hour. But I keep them just in case. Just in case. Sometimes I look back and I go, oh, that didn't make it in. I wonder why. Was it for time? Was it the wrong time? Did it not make sense? Did it not work in context? And sometimes you go back and you go, oh, that might work this time. And sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. So, yes, they're going great. Doris, would you prefer... I mean, this is a human. Would you prefer to have fingers as long as your legs or legs as long as your fingers? So, right, okay. So, legs as long as my fingers. So, that's no legs at all, though, is it? That's just feet. That's just feet, though, isn't it? So, the choice is, would I rather look like E.T. or fingers as long as legs? So, like... I mean, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? That would be horrible. I like some sort of fucking spider. Yard-long fingers. That would be fucking horrible. That one gives me the creeps more than just fucking feet for legs. Well, I mean, on the face of it, that's got to be the better one, isn't it? I'm totally normal. And I've got really long fingers. I mean, you can't hide them though, can you? Well, if will I make a fist, it would be like, oh God. I mean, it would be tough. I could put my hands in my pockets if I had really long, deep pockets. So I'm just standing there with my hands in my pockets, and people go, oh, that is Ricky Gervais, he's just totally normal. And they go, can I shake your hand? And I pull out these fucking things and go, that would be horrible. Or I've just feet where straight away I've just got feet where my hips are. Also, if I've just got feet, my will be dragging on the floor. I'm not sure about but my definitely longer than my fingers. Just fucking flapping along. Oh, here comes fucking knobby penguin. I don't know why I'm naked. What do I wear? Speedos, I suppose. That's the only things that would fit me, wouldn't it? Just Speedos to cover my arse and balls, and I'll probably hold them up for tight Speedos so my balls didn't drag on the floor, and then just feet. I have to choose fingers then, because I don't think people I think that people would feel sorry for me if I just flapping along in Speedos like a fat, naked penguin. I don't want that. So I choose the scary thing. I think I just go around frightening people like that, going, just big fucking long fingers like that. I keep breaking them, wouldn't I? I just keep breaking them. What can I do? What can I hold on anything? I've got to choose fingers. Again, there's no way George Clooney is giving that question that much care and attention as I just did. Not a chance. Dutch barn. Right. What a load of bollocks. I've got a question for you. This is Bella. Bella's back. Bella's a dog, by the way. I'm going to be 10 years old this year. Happy birthday, Bella. Is it too late for me to learn the guitar? You idiot. Oh, can an old dog really learn new tricks? You don't want to... You'd chew it, wouldn't you? No, what can you learn? You don't need to learn anything, Bella. You're brilliant. You do your zoomies. You collect your sticks. Be careful with sticks, though, because we know a lovely dog who loves sticks, and they got a splinter, and they had to go and have a little operation. So be careful with sticks. Be careful when you throw sticks for dogs as well, because they can sort of catch them and throw them. Also, you've got to be careful. There's a lot of sharp things. You can get sort of fake sticks. That's what I do. That's what we used to do in Afterlife. We had little fake sticks made. They're sort of like heavy foam, so they can't hurt the dog. I always worry about a dog when you're throwing sticks for a dog. Even the ball, you've got to be careful that it's not the size that they can choke on. That's where those strings are for, so you can pull it out. So be careful. So yeah, be careful with sticks, Bella. That's my advice. Right, that was the usual absolute bollocks. What did we learn there? We learned what it was like to be a bat. Dutch barn. I got loads of notes on shit. Starving children. Local pedo. Child addicted. Oh, that's a joke I didn't do. There's a joke I didn't do. That must be an early one from... That must be Armageddon. No, that might be Supernature. It's clean underwear. It was when I was little. My mum always used to say, wear clean underwear every day in case you get run over. So I think I used to say things like, so one, she was more embarrassed that I'd have dirty underwear than her child had been run over. Also, if I knew I was going to get run over, I wouldn't go out. It's not like, in case you get run over, what do you mean in case I get run over? I'm not fucking going out. What, I might get run over with these underpants. I don't give a fuck about them. Also, if I got run over, the first thing I do is shit myself. Is that a bit? That might be a bit, mightn't it? Yeah, look, we workshopped a bit. Right, another absolute load of twaddle. Cheers, everyone. Be nice to animals. Bye, Dutch barn. Dutch barn. Tatty bye. Tatty bye.
Did Biden make a blunder, or did he have no choice really but to do this?
I mean, there's obviously a fair share of you got your pillaging, you got all that, you got your murders. They're safe.
What's disgusting about it is that he BS'd for so many times that he said he wasn't going to pardon his son. And that's when he was going to run for president. So he lied. But that's typical of all politicians. All they are lying pieces of crap to get their way into office. So should he have done it? You know, Judge Andrew Napolitano, who was he was a Supreme Court judge in New Jersey. He knows the Bill of Rights and the Constitution better than anybody that I know. He just wrote an article about the Biden pardoning his son. And he goes on to say, it's not right. But he goes on to also say what the son did was not that terrible in terms that, let me get the proper language here, is that he harmed no one by his tardy tax payment with interest and penalties, and he harmed no one obtaining a gun permit and discarding the weapon. Thus, the three components of crime, legitimate authority, palpable harm, and articulable victim, are all absent in the Hunter Biden case. So that's the way the judge looks at it. But as I look at it, again, he lied and said he wasn't going to do it. But think about this. Then you got Trump. Trump gave this guy, Jared Kushner's father, when Trump was president, he pardoned him of his criminal activities. Oh, and now he just appointed him as America's ambassador to France. I'm just pointing it out. This is not a government. It's a crime syndicate.
Say this was a world where there was only one ruler and for a day you ruled it. I like it. I don't actually. I'd say no. If someone said, "Oh, you're the ruler of the world," on the 5th of June, I wouldn't sleep till the 5th of June. On the 4th of June, I'd get out of it. I'd go, I can't. I can't do it. I don't want the pressure.
But Biden didn't pardon him for those two particular crimes that he'd been convicted of. He pardoned him for any crime that he may have committed. And what date did he choose? January of 2014, 3 weeks before Hunter started work, in quotation marks, at Burisma in Kiev. That's the rat that we can smell, isn't it?
Well, of course, it's not only, it's also that other little clown boy that ran for president. And again, these are all daddy's boys, you know. John Kerry, his stepson-in-law, Chris Hines of the Hines 57 family, he was also on Burisma Energy. And this is after the United States overthrew the democratically elected government of Viktor Yanukovych in 2014. Right away, these two clown boys that don't know anything about Burisma Energy or energy, they're on the board of directors, making tens of millions of dollars in front of everybody's eyes, but that's okay. So, yeah, I agree with you. What they're doing, it's a crime syndicate that people call a government. Again, this is your Trends Journal back in 2014. You see how happy that guy is? It's all about America's overthrow of the democratically elected government of Viktor Yanukovych, and the article is written by Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, former Assistant Treasury Secretary under Ronald Reagan, and he makes it clear right here. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. Ukraine presented the perfect opportunity for Washington to advance its hegemonic agenda, and goes on to talk about the overthrow. And then Biden brings his little boy in, a little drug addict, nothing little clown, shot up freak. But I know all about Burisma Energy.
You have the power to change the laws, but only one law you choose stays changed after 24 hours. What law would you want changed permanently? Well, it would be something around. It would be something around human or animal rights, definitely. It'd be good, wouldn't it? To you're not allowed to. Just not allowed to kill anything for a laugh. You're not allowed to kill an animal for a laugh. You're not allowed to just go trophy hunting. It's illegal. I mean, it should be in fox hunting. Just ridiculous fucking blood sports. You're not allowed to cause an animal any fucking pain unless it's a really good reason, like self-defense. If you're asleep at night and a shark gets in your window and starts eating it, you're allowed to hurt it. There you go. Anything else? Don't fucking torture and murder animals for a laugh. That's gone, right?
This little clown boy of nothing. You've been sucking off the public tit for over 60 years. A little jerk. And again, I want to make this clear too. All these little warmongers, you talked about Trump, you know, You know, he killed Soleimani, tried to overthrow the government of Venezuela. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to be tough in it. These guys, they're all, I'm the same age as Trump. And Biden's, what, a couple of years older than me. We grew up during the Vietnam War. These little clown boys that talk real tough, where they got 4 and 5 draft deferments, and they love war. So anyway, going back to what Trump is going to do, Trump is going to do anything he wants to do, when he wants to do it, and how he wants to do it, and nobody's going to stop him. So Biden could get away with murder. They all could get away with murder. Look at their track records. By their deeds you shall know them. Look at the murderers. What, you like Bill Clinton's murders? Oh, look what he did to Iraq. Killed over 500,000 Iraqi children. Ruined Yugoslavia. How about the Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner, Barack Obama? When we got Afghan troop surge, I want that guy Gaddafi out of there. Get rid of Assad. All right, it's a crime syndicate. Talk about anyone you want. You were talking about Boris Johnson before. The best cartoonist in the world. Couldn't come up with a little freakier little clown boy than that. Take a look at that little Catzon Macron over there in France. Hey, how about Olaf Scholz? The people that get into government are the lowest pieces of slime that you could imagine. Oh, not my language, a language of a real man that was in war, that hated war. Dwight D. Eisenhower, 5-star general, Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces, 2-term president. Google it up. Any man seeking the office of president is either an egomaniac or crazy.
どうなんでしょうか?
Oh, wow! Will Smith just the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude! It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
Particularly for his wife. And she's got alopecia, so not a happy home life. Particularly for his wife. And she's got alopecia, so not a happy home life.